AO3 writer curse will never not be funny to me. Like, girl, are you okay when you say, "Sorry I haven't updated. A seagull tried to fly into my throat for the last McDonald's chip, partially choking me. I had to go to the hospital and was in a coma for 2 months." Like, I can wait for my time travel fic. It's okay. You know the fic is gonna be peak when English is not the author's first language. The smut is written by an asexual. I wrote this instead of sleeping. And hey guys, sorry for the late update. My PC burned, and that caused both my house burning too, and my original document being lost. I rewrote this from a new PC that I got with my scholarship, so now I can't study for a year. Anyway, enjoy while my family finds a new home. I was talking about the AO3 author's curse with someone, and they were like, "I write on AO3 and I'm not cursed." We were having this conversation in a psych ward. I'm pretty sure Bestie was cursed. Funny story. You know how sometimes you do writing research for things that you'll never, ever need in real life? Well, turns out it's a damn good thing I learned how to improvise a tourniquet while writing a story last year. Me. I'm finally done with this chapter. Now I just need to get home to the Wi-Fi to post it. My car. LOL. How does that happen? The tire is gone, but it's there. The AO3 curse is real. I updated my ongoing fic twice and posted a one-shot in the first 11 days of the year. And since then, and in no particular order, I lost power and internet, I had a panic attack, I got a blood test, I accidentally witnessed a crime and nearly got run over by a stolen dirt bike, and my ex talked to me. Just realized I was a victim of the AO3 writer's curse. I started actually posting my fic, and then my thyroid went sideways and I needed to get it surgically removed. And then I posted another chapter, and my grandpa died. What the fuck? I finally tried to finish one of my fics a few weeks ago, and the cat I named after my removed body part died. What the hell? I think AO3 just doesn't want me to have a thyroid. Just fell victim to the AO3 writer's curse and passed out and smacked my face on the floor. Like, I was just making cookies, and then I felt bad, and then I went to get some water, and I was walking to the couch because I had vertigo, and then BAM! I passed out. It can't be a coincidence that this happened literally like 2 days after I wrote my first story. Something AO3 writer's curse. Infection I had turned into some massive head pains that landed me in the emergency room with an IV jabbed into my arm and made me pass out for like the majority of the day. I have a constant headache, hurting to move my head in any direction. I think the lowest the pain has been is like a 4. I throw up every time I take medication. The only time I feel even remotely better is after I throw up. God saw me writing old man yaoi and silly robot angst, and now I've been put out of commission. Nah, not my house catching fire as soon as I started continuing a fic. My German teacher must be an author on AO3. It's the only explanation for the amount of shit happening to her right now. If you ever see someone suffering, you can trust they're on AO3. There's just no other explanation. I was just wondering about writing a fic and the AO3 writer's curse got to me. I'm so ill, this isn't even funny. Just witnessed the AO3 author's curse in person. Sorry I've been offline, I got pushed off a balcony. But it's fine, I'm alright now. Man, are you okay? I write one fic, months ago I may add, and the AO3 author's curse hits me when I'm out of the country via method of my phone almost exploding. Is this a divine sign? Is it a reminder I need to update the fic? Is this a precaution to never do so? Y'all, the AO3 writer's curse has to be real. Like, when I first started writing the fanfic, my sister got sent to rehab right after the first chapter was published. And she's back in rehab right after I start rewriting the first chapter. What a world we live in, folks. Once can be a coincidence, but twice makes you wonder. The AO3 curse isn't real. I broke my fingers today. My right hand, my dominant hand. I was going to post on AO3 today. A couple thousand words to finish off the chapter. Guess I'm not doing that anymore. Huh. Sorry for the slow update. I accidentally chopped off the tip of my finger, and it's been awkward adjusting my hands when typing to make up for the missing digit. Hilarious author note I caught in the wild. Shout out to the AO3 curse for killing my aunt. You are dearly missed, and may you be having a great time wherever you are now. Don't worry, she was gay as hell, so I think she would approve of this tribute. Just posted my first fic, and I'm biking home from school. Should I be looking extra out for potential buses? No, of course not. Ignore that one coming up behind you. The AO3 author's curse fucking got me. I concussed myself and am not supposed to think too much or look at screens. The solution is to write the old-fashioned way on paper without thinking. You know, some of the best fanfictions are written without thinking. Handwriting the rough draft for my first proper fanfic right now because I'm terrified that if I type it, I'll get hit by the AO3 author's curse. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday and I can't afford for anything catastrophic to happen. I don't know why I'm convinced that writing instead of typing will prevent it though. This does concern me, the trying to find a way around the curse. It just makes me think the curse is going to hit twice as hard. Like, I've never seen Final Destination, but the people try to avoid death and it always comes for them, right? Not so formal apology for not posting for like a week. So I got AO3 author's curse. Turns out the silly little cough I had was bilateral pneumonia. Had to get an IV and like 4 different medications, but I'm feeling better-ish. I hate author's curse. What do you mean I finally have time to write and then I fall ill with the wretched ear infection? You don't need your ears to write, so power through it. Well, I fear the AO3 author's curse has finally gotten me. I was at the emergency room from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. Anyway, it gave me time to work on a fic that should be posted later today or tomorrow. Why did the AO3 authors curse me? What the fuck? I thought it was a myth. Why is my dad in the hospital? I literally started writing like a few weeks ago. Why is this happening? Writing chapter 2 of my NYSM fic, by the way. Should be out within the next week. I would be careful with that. I think your mom might end up in the hospital too if you post chapter 2. The AO3 author's curse isn't real, I say, unaware of my hubris. There was a gas leak at my school. Let this be a warning. AO3 author curse got brought up in the last ask, so I might as well say, just as I was writing the second chapter for a fic I enjoy writing, I got super sick and had to rest for a few hours. Last time I updated a fic, not written the first part, but written a second chapter, I stepped on a mechanical pencil lead, and instead of snapping, it went into my foot. Every time I continue a fic, the author's curse gets me. My girlfriend broke up with me 2 days after I wrote a one-shot on AO3. Ah, yes, another near trip to the emergency room. My author's note grows exponentially longer, and my draft gains 1,000 more words. Chat, I absolutely think the easiest way to manifest an interesting life is to become an AO3 author. Quintuple that if you write multiple chapter fics. Tell me, why did I see a tweet of a Teacher Shane / single dad Ilya fic author replying to someone begging for updates, saying there's a posting delay because they are being investigated and sued for fraud at their workplace? Brother, what powers does this website have to time and time again provide such cracked life updates where authors lead just as interesting, if not more, lives than the fanfics they write? God bless author notes for the entertainment they provide. Anyways, kudos. 10 out of 10 real-life mechanics to exploit. If only I could commit to writing multi-chaps instead of one-shots. Well, here's the thing. I was thinking maybe I'm safe from the AO3 writer's curse because I don't write multi-chaptered fics, so I don't really have to make author's notes with updates, you know? But then I see people in these Tumblr posts talking about things happening to them after writing one-shots, and I'm starting to get a little nervous. In case y'all were wondering how writing is going, this is part of what I just added to the author's note of my current draft. AO3 author's curse hit me like an 18-wheeler. At least this means the angst in this fic will probably be good, since my real life is now apparently God's angst fanfiction. I keep seeing a lot of AO3 author's curse posts lately, so here are my contributions. 1. I posted a chapter on the morning of my wedding. The officiant forgot about the wedding. It had to be delayed for a few hours, and we only got the official marriage license a few weeks later. Normally it's given right away, but he hadn't prepared it. 2. Again, on the day of my wedding, my hometown flooded, so there was mud everywhere. And on top of that, there was road work right in front of the photo studio for some extra mud. 3. I posted a chapter. A few hours later, our dog fell down the stairs and had to be put down. 4. I posted a chapter and called my mother right away. She's started complaining about how weirdly my grandmother has been speaking recently, as I'm a linguist. I turned out to be the first person to correctly diagnose her aphasia. 5. I posted a chapter on the way to the Deep Purple concert. Good. Before the concert could end, the company I work for announced they were going bankrupt. Bad. I love how every AO3 author's note is about the author emerging through blood, sweat, and tears to publish. But I am a mere whiny baby who feels a little sick and therefore cannot focus enough to write. My theory about the AO3 author's curse is Miguel O'Hara taking them down one by one because they broke canon. With everything I've had going on before picking up fanfic writing, I wouldn't even notice the AO3 author's curse if it ever were to strike me. The whole AO3 curse thing cracks me up because people talk about it like it's some magical force that ruins your life the second you post a fic. But here's the deal. It's kinda real, just not in a supernatural way. AO3 isn't cursed, the writers are just human. Most of us write when life's kind of falling apart, and our author's notes end up being emotional diaries. Life can be shitty sometimes, and that just gets shared, but that doesn't mean AO3 is actually causing it. I know a lot of people get that it's a joke, but for those who don't or who worry, I wanted to clear it up. No need to stress. I'm experiencing the opposite of the AO3 author's curse, where sad life events cause me to make fanfiction as distraction and comfort. Or is this still the curse? So I posted my first ever fic to AO3 a couple of days ago, and now one of my favorite authors who hasn't updated in months has put out a new chapter. Is this the opposite of the AO3 author's curse? Have I broken the cycle? Day 5 of proposing the AO3 author curse be renamed to fanfiction. If your hands hit the keys, fate brings you to your knees. Food for thought, my friends. I love AO3 notes. More people need to read AO3 notes. Like, hello, Gojo's Cumsock 69. I will read your erotic homosexual smut book about two men exploring each other's bodies and boundaries while learning about the basics and extremes of BDSM. Oh, you were in a car accident? How unfortunate. Do recover quickly. What's that? Your suspected autistic uncle was in a fire and now you have to attend the funeral being held for his collection of vintage Hot Wheels? What an upsetting loss. I am sending prayers. Big thank you to my Patreon members, my Little Ruse, Nebulatic Vexen, Donka42, John Huang, Laser Scorpio, Mintara, Somnophobic Danny, Savage Otters, Kestrel, Dragonborn Canid, Angie Ender, Marpsk, Sky Cow, and Yellow Mochi Cat. Thank you so much for extra support on Patreon, it means the world to me. I really appreciate you being here, hopping through life with me. You're incredibly kind and awesome people. And the same goes to my YouTube channel members, my Mini Ruse, Foxstar Killer, Rainy Cant, Alyssa North 24, Siggy, Those Midnight Daydreams, Mike Uchiha, Moonlight, and Marta Lee Asuntimer. Thank you so much for your extra support. I'm so glad to have you be a part of my YouTube channel. Thanks for hopping around with me. You guys are real rock stars in this life. Keep on being awesome. I wish all the best for you. And thank you to everyone else who watched. Let me know if the AO3 Author's Curse has ever struck you, or what the craziest thing you've read in an author's note about the curse has been. Do you think the curse is real? I don't know. Oh. Loud cars outside, as always. I don't know what I was saying before that interruption. But I'll go now, and I'll get back to looking for more fun things on the internet to share with you next time.